Visionary Minds Public Relations and Media is a proud sponsor of CA Media Podcast. Be sure to get all your publicity, digital marketing, writing, media consulting services by emailing visionarymindsny@gmail.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the CA Media Podcast, the show that allows you to come in your own unique way. This podcast will be about my journey throughout my adult life. I will bring my friends, and there will be some episode in which I will be alone to speak about what's on my mind. Topics will range from society, culture, sports, relationships, and so much more. There's nothing off limits on the CA Media Podcast. So, as you come into my world to listen to my podcast, feel free to know that this is a safe space and a personal space to bring your family and friends to listen to the CA Media Podcast. So come and join this ride with me, and as always, this is the show that allows you to come in your most unique, authentic way. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the CA Media Podcast, the show that allows you to come in your own unique way. I'm your host, Clay Anderson, and this is WrestleMania 41 Night 2 post-show instant reaction. The show is brought to you by Visionary Minds, Public Relations and Media. If you have any media consultations or inquiries, you can please feel free to contact me and reach out at visionarymindsny@gmail.com and she'll gladly get in contact with you. So tonight, it's night 2 of WrestleMania 41 at Allegiant Stadium, Las Vegas. The second WrestleMania since WrestleMania 9, which happened in 1983, to be held in Las Vegas in the Nevada area. Nevada is the state, but in the Las Vegas area. Night 2 had 7 cars on. We had the WWE World Championship, the WWE Championship match between Cody Rhodes versus John Cena. We had a triple threat match for the Women's World Championship, Io Sky versus Bianca Belair versus Rhea Ripley. You had a grudge match between Logan Paul versus AJ Styles, which is a singles match. You had a Sin City Street Fight, Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre. You had a fatal 4-way for the Intercontinental Championship, the first fatal 4-way ever at WrestleMania. We have Penta versus Braun Breaker versus Dominic Mysterio versus Finn Balor. You have WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. We have Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez of the Judgment Day taking on Laura Valkyria, and originally it was Bayley, but someone had taken out Bayley, and it was a person to be disclosed later. And then you had Randy Orton competing as 20th WrestleMania against originally supposed to be Kevin Owens, and it will be to be announced. So the first match of the night was the WWE Women's World Championship match between Bianca Belair, who was undefeated at WrestleMania at the time, versus Io Sky versus who was the champion coming into the match, and you had Rhea Ripley. They all had amazing interest. This is a great match to start the show. A great match to start night 2 of WrestleMania. It's a lot of technical powerlifting prowess of Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley. They showed off all their skills. It was an equally matched triple threat match. There was time that I'm like, oh, Rhea's gonna win. Oh my God, can Bianca go 5-0? And it got to the point where Bianca and Rhea got too good of themselves, and they keep on not disclosing, but downcasting Io Sky. And one thing led to another, to where Io Sky took the advantage and got the pin for victory over Bianca Belair, defeating Bianca Belair at WrestleMania. Bianca now finally has a loss since her single run on the WrestleMania stage. She's technically is 4-1 overall. She is technically 4-2 because she did lose the Battle Royal at WrestleMania 34. The next match on this amazing WrestleMania card was the Sensei Street Fight. We had Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre. Damian Priest had one of the bands that performed his song "Bring Him In," and Drew McIntyre did the Doom game cosplay of the game as his entrance. This was a real street fight. You get the sense of the word. Tables was broken, still rings was used. Even if I'm not mistaken, I think the table that at the announcer table was used. It was like everything was used during the street fight. We even had Drew McIntyre tweeting mid-match again for the second WrestleMania in a row against of all people, yeah, Damian Priest, and so Drew McIntyre wind up getting Mr. Damian Priest to like the corner turnbuckle, and he did one of his moves which connected Damian Priest to the steel chair, and then eventually hits Claymore to get the victory. I pronounced this as a victory. I did predicted that Drew McIntyre will win this match. I also said that Bianca would win the women's title, but I was wrong. So right now I'm like 1-1 at WrestleMania Night 2. From there, we went and had the Fatal 4-Way match. We had a Fatal 4-Way match for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. This match for me was runner up for match of the night. Because I had the other match, the first match, the ladies match, as a match of the night. This kind of played a part. Breaker was used to do all the powerlifting. We had Penta and Dom. Well, Penta and Balor do the high flying, and Dom, played the scare tactic role. Carlito helped Dom not get pinned, thus letting Braun Breaker to spear him into the announce that. So the last match, I think, with the Drew McIntyre, I don't think the announcer desk was used, so I was wrong with that. But this match, the announcer desk got broken due to the 20 feet spear from Breaker to Carlito, which a lot of people in my group chat was like, yo, rest in peace, Carlito. This is probably his last appearance ever. That happened. Penta went on his finisher. Balor went on his move. And then Dom wind up hitting the far stretch on top of Balor and wind up pinning Balor to win the Intercontinental Championship, which I called shot. I'm like, yo, this is a match. This is Dominic Mysterio match to win. And he has done that. So Dominic Mysterio he won his first WWE championship, second overall championship, or third overall championship. But first single WWE championship, the Intercontinental Championship, because he is a former tag team champion, he's a former NXT North American champion. So this kind of solidified for me a little bit. The breakup was really official with the Judgment Day. The fourth match was Randy Orton come out in his 02 Randy Orton gear, paying tribute, paying homage to 2002 and his 20th WrestleMania match. And we got say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry. The TNA World Champion Joe Hendry makes his appearance at WrestleMania. His song, Say His Name, was a global sensational trending song that caught on fire, which catapulted him to the main event scene at TNA, which thus allowed him to get a shot to be in the Royal Rumble earlier this year, which does give him a shot to face Randy Orton on his 20th anniversary, not anniversary, his 20th WrestleMania match. So Hendry got a good show. It was a short match. It was an impromptu match. Randy wins with an RKO, and then another RKO for his troubles when he got Mr. Joe Hendry up and hit another RKO just to send some of Randy's fans home happy for his 20th WrestleMania match. All right, so we are now at the fifth match of the card, and it's a grudge match between the phenomenal one, AJ Styles, and Mr. Logan Paul. This match was a little bit underwhelming for me. We had interference with Karrion Kross. We had interference on one of Logan Paul's goons. Kross wanted to give AJ Styles the brass knuckles to hit Logan Paul with, but Styles decided to throw the brass ring away, all the knuckles, slides back in there, get the lucky punch or lucky shot, and then the Logan Paul hit his new finisher. Can't think of the name of it right now. They hit the polarizer, whatever. I think that's what it's called. The polarizer for the victory. Logan Paul is now, like, if I'm not mistaken, like 3-1 at WrestleMania. I did predict it. Probably SummerSlam. We'll see Logan Paul in a World Championship match at MetLife Stadium, and I wouldn't be surprised if he held that title all the way to WrestleMania next year. And I'm talking about the World Heavyweight Championship that Jey Uso currently has. Jey Uso and Logan Paul now are both on Monday Night Raw, so I would not be surprised if that match happens at SummerSlam. And then we have the next match of Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez for we had the match of Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez for the tag team championship and then we have Lyra Valkyria coming in. She is the Intercontinental Champion. And then that wind up, since Bayley was injured, we had to get a replacement. That replacement is the returning Becky Lynch. And I said this to my group chat, like, Becky Lynch is only here because Seth turned heel last night. And somebody got to be the face. Somebody got to be the good guy to make that bread. And Becky Lynch is that person. And that match for me, a little bit underwhelming match. I wasn't really feeling it. Wasn't really feeling Becky returning. And Becky wind up hitting the not the black sword. She did hit that move. Not the manhandle slam on Liv Morgan to, if I'm mistaken, I think it was Liv Morgan to win the tag team championship. So we have Becky Lynch coming back again from a retirement, or quote unquote retirement, winning another championship. This is what we're gonna do now, Hunter. It's like the second time you did this with this woman. What are we doing on the third time? Because I think she won the title at Monday Night Raw after Rhea got injured, and you called her to be a replacement to win, and then drop it to Liv. What are we doing? I'm tired of Becky Lynch coming in and out, and when she come back, she got to win a title. I'm not feeling it. Whatever. Austin comes out, and then he announces the attendance for night 1 and night 2. Well, night 2, and then the total attendance of WrestleMania weekend, which was over, if I'm not mistaken, 120 something thousand people that attended Allegiant Stadium both nights. Austin wind up going back, and then we have the main event, and we have John Cena had the most simplest WrestleMania entrance since like WrestleMania 3 or WrestleMania 1, where the people just coming out on the carts. Carts was at WrestleMania 3, and get into the ring, and all black, black and white. NWO. Cody Rhodes had a cool, bikers, entrance, and he didn't was on a bike. He walked, but yeah, bikers do their little thing, and then he had the mask that moves up. You can show us like half his face, which was I think that was a little bit cool. The match was sort of very slow pace to adjust, get Cena warmed up, and then bam, like doing like the heavy hitters, the heavy moves started hitting, and then the ref bump happens. And this is where we all thought all of our speculations what happened. Something really happens. How Travis Scott coming out and taking 3 minutes or 4 minutes to get to the ring, walking slow with the WWE Hardcore Championship belt, and then he slides in the ring. He takes a Cody Cutter from Cena. No, from Cody Rhodes, I'm sorry. This leads to John getting the world title and Cody Rhodes grabbing the world title. They both are struggling with the title. And Cody got the title from John. John did, I think, he did a move. I can't think of it. And he wound up getting the title, hitting Cody. And if I'm not mistaken, if he did hit the AA, he did the pin. And that was that. That was your main event. That was your main event for WrestleMania Night 2. That'd be underwhelming WrestleMania match, I would say, for Cena and Rhodes. The first 3 matches of Night 2 were banger, banger, banger. The Orton spot middle impromptu match. And everything else was like mid at best for me. Where did Cody Rhodes go to after this? Losing your world title, he was about to surpass Cena's singular championship reign record of 380. I think Cody was at like, oh my God, I think Cody was at like 378, give or take. Could be wrong. Cena will be on Raw tomorrow. Do see like a fatal 4-way coming about. Do see Randy, Cody, Cena, but Randy on SmackDown. How do Randy? Oh, the title is yep, Cody. Yep, that makes sense. Main event, St. Louis. Randy, Cody, Cena. Cody Landers come in. Bianca heel turn really will get started up and ramping. Where do Rhea Ripley go? I think Rhea and Io probably face each other. Judgment Day is done. Dom, the only way he can fully be a face if he and Ray could not get back together and just bury the hatchet between father and son. Where do Damian go to now? No, now he lost to Drew. I know, but that rivalry don't end because they both won and lost that WrestleMania against each other, back-to-back WrestleManias. I see that match that rivalry probably closing up, probably give or take before the summer or at SummerSlam. Again, the Judgment Day is over. Liv and Raquel's gonna start beating better to Liv and turn around Liv. Live Raquel is the Intercontinental Championship. Where do she goes with Becky as her tag team partner? We don't know. Maybe that builds up the match between them for the Intercontinental title. Where is Bayley during all this? Bayley is injured, right? Where does she goes out to in all this? AJ. Is AJ going to finally turn heel? Karrion Kross has been planting seeds. AJ hasn't been committed to it, so he's going to be like, maybe not. But we'll see. And then Randy. Randy will be in that title picture for for Backlash next month. Those are my thoughts. The only thing that really sticks out to me, night two started off, like I said, half the show was stellar. The rest mid show. And if I had to rate the WrestleMania night one and night two main event, night one over night two, the double turn, Seth Rollins, Ultimate Hill, Paul Heyman, and Seth Rollins running rough shot on Monday Night Raw is going to be crazy in a scene to behold. Where do CM Punk goes to finally main event WrestleMania was his life goal. Where do CM Punk goes to now? You don't know, but I do have a funny feeling that Punk has seen that Money in Bank. That's even though Cena is on SmackDown, Punk is on Raw because the WWE Championship is on SmackDown. But I think Cena's going different places. He's running both shows. Remember the WWE's on Netflix. You know that $500 million, $5 billion contract that they got 10 years for Netflix. But yeah, that's my thoughts on night two. This is my instant reaction. Cena is a 17-time World Heavyweight Champion, surpasses Ric Flair for the all-time record. Flair had that record for over 25 years, like literally. Well, probably 30 because, wow. I gotta see who's the world champion record before Flair. Probably Harley Race. This is probably Harley Race. But yeah, this is my thoughts on night two WrestleMania. We didn't get no Rock. But those are my thoughts on night two WrestleMania. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the CMA podcast. The show allows you to come in your own unique way. If you'd like to be a guest on this podcast, you can email me at cmediapodcast@gmail.com. If you want to follow the show on X, Spotify, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Blue Sky, Threads, C8 Media Podcast. If you want to use the trending hashtag is C8 Media Pod. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Clyde Anderson. This is my instant reaction on night two of WrestleMania. Y'all have a beautiful night and check out our show this Tuesday. We're about to do the crew's gonna come back. We'll dive in on these 14 matches of WrestleMania. And this will start our season of like, yo, who's good at this prediction stuff at wrestling. And the winner by the end of night two of WrestleMania in New Orleans will win a world championship of their children. So the podcast is great. This wrestling group I love. Everyone that's been on the episode, Law Threes, Queen Lexi, the Booker, Mr. Casanova, got Mike. We had Dara on. We had, of course, me. Who else I'm missing? I'm missing somebody. Somebody's going to hurt me. Malika, she'll be on one of these episodes. I am missing somebody. Usually I'm good with this. Please don't charge your brain. Don't charge hard. Thank everyone actually that been on this podcast. I'm just trying to think who I'm missing somebody. I got to look at my Instagram and see who was on the podcast. So, boom, here we go. Kasem, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, Jack, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I apologize. But yeah, Dara, Kasem, myself, Lexi, Casanova, Law Threes, Mike, Jack, Malika, Thank you. Thank you for joining this podcast, uh, group chat. I love y'all. Even to the newbies that'll be on the podcast, hopefully Tim, TJ, and I had somebody else. Oh my God. I can't think right now. But yeah, thank y'all all for joining this group chat. This is a safe space, a sacred space. I love y'all. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am out. Y'all have a blessed night. Y'all take care. Thank you for listening to the CB podcast, the show that allows you to come in your own unique way. I'm your host, Clyde Anderson. To be a sponsor on the show or even to be a guest host, you can email me at clydeandersonmedia@gmail.com. To find more selections of this podcast, you can search us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Pandora. Furthermore, you can give us 5 stars, rate us, review us, follow us. In reference to our social media, you can follow me and on the podcast at CA Media __ on X, on Instagram, and on Facebook. Thank you for listening to the CA Media podcast.